A few months ago, we announced an exciting contest, the Spot Bellini contest. What you had to do was draw a picture of where you saw Bellini in our skit show. What the winner got was to have breakfast with Bellini at his or her local airport. And we documented this with a still camera. There he is, Bellini. As Bellini travels through the air, he contemplates the winner and what he must look like. Bellini arrives and is greeted by one of Canada's finest. "You're coming with me," jokes the Mountie. "Seriously, sir, it's a pleasure."
I know you get asked a lot about the origins of the man in the towel. Is there any way I could ask you that question that won't sound like the other times you've been asked that question?
Sorry, no. What can I tell you? It was we were trying to think of a prize contest, like a contest with a prize, and I think McCullough thought, well, what if we, you win a car, but it's not a new one; it's an old shitbox from the scrapyard. We thought that's hilarious, but then the producer said, "How are we going to ship that? What if the winner's in Vancouver? We have to ship that to Vancouver." It just seemed impractical. And nobody wanted to do dinner with the kids in the hall or any of that kind of crap. And then Mark stood up and said, "I think the prize should be Bellini in a towel." And it was so incongruous and so out of left field that everybody blew up laughing. And they all looked at me. And I thought, oh, I'm on the spot.
I announced that the kids in the hall were having a competition to pick a lucky viewer to be the winner of the Touch Paul Bellini contest. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with this competition, the point of it is that we would fly our guy to wherever you lived in the United States so that you might touch Paul Bellini. Well, the calls poured in from across the country. The next day, a winner was selected, and she soon became known to us as Rebecca Klatka of St. Petersburg, Florida, because that's what her name is and that's where she lives.
But at that moment, I thought, hey, now I can be on the show. Because originally there was this rule, they didn't want the writers to be on the show. And I thought, hey, now they have to put me on the show. But then I was torn because I'm kind of embarrassed by being a chubby guy. And I thought, that means I have to put my body on camera. And then I thought, maybe that's a good thing. I can get over all the shyness that I've felt all my life. So within a split second, I'm feeling all of these different things. And I just said, okay. And the next thing you know, I'm the prize. And it worked beautifully because it was such a weird non sequitur. It made so little sense that fans loved it. They embraced it. I've never, ever had a negative comment. Like no one's ever said, "I hate the towel guy," or "Why is that fat guy rocking around?" Never, ever. It worked immediately, and it's always worked. Go figure. I had nothing to do with its creation. I am just the vessel.
And have you still kept in touch with winner Rebecca Klatka?
No.
Thank God that's finally over.
You're stupid. Everybody's so stupid.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Comedy History 101.